back of my mind, because of what he had said, like, I spoil my girl, like, I make sure that my girl gets everything that they need, I was expecting him to be on some, okay, you know what, send me your PayPal details, I will send you the money, you go and buy us all something to eat. This person went to Paris to spend less than 30 minutes. No, less than an hour. That deep voice that I heard does not match the person at all. Like, it did not match. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, Savvy baby, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, emotionally, physically, mentally, everything J. And if you're new and you don't know who I am, hi, I'm cleondamane. Welcome and consider subscribing. So first, before I even start this story, I would like to first make a disclaimer. I will be inserting actual pictures of the person whose pictures were used, and I will be mentioning who the person really is based on their internet persona, but I will not be posting as many screenshots as I am. This is not to speak out about that person, because that person knew absolutely nothing about this whole situation. And also, if you hear some loud noises, we are having load shedding, so some people are trying to keep themselves entertained by playing music, playing outside, and some people just want to leave. So if you hear a loud noise, it's probably the gate as people are coming in and out, but I'll try to minimize the occurrence of that loud noise. So without further ado, let me just get straight into the story time. So this happened at the end of October, nearing the beginning of November. So let me set the scene, right? It's Saturday night and your girl is busy studying for a test, an exam that she had on Tuesday morning, right? So I was just trying to prepare myself, study, do the whole shebang. And now the time is like, I'd say 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. So I was like, okay, you know what? I've been studying the whole day, so let me just take a quick little break and let me just check out like my contacts' WhatsApp statuses to see what's going on and keep up with them, right? So I go on one of my close friends or my best friends' statuses, right? I open it and it's this video of this very handsome individual, and she captioned it, "My friend over here is looking for a girlfriend," right? At the time I don't think I took screenshots of that status update, but take my word. Now I view this, right, and then I respond to that and I'm like, who is looking for a girlfriend? The one in the video or the one who's having their video taken?
Editing Cleo, I just realized that I said the exact same thing, just in different words. So what I meant to say was the one who is taking the video or the one who is having the video taken of them. So basically the one behind the camera or the one in front of the camera. That was the question.
My friend is like, no, the one whose video is being taken off, like the one who's in the video. And I was like, okay. And then I asked her, what is this specific friend of yours type? As she starts mentioning these characteristics, I think I'll put a screenshot there so that you can see, right? And then I respond with, so basically he wants me. And she's like, and like she responds with like, yeah, basically, right? And then she asked, do I want his number or should she give him my number? No, I was like, nah, it's fine, give him my number. A few minutes pass by, a message from an unknown number comes in. Now I'm calling my friend, I'm like, okay. No, first I screenshot that and then I send it to her and I ask her, is this him? 1 minute passes, 2 minutes pass, 5 minutes pass, and she doesn't respond. Now I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Like, what is going on here? Pick up my phone, start calling her. I haven't responded to the message, mind you. Start calling her. Her phone rings. Her phone rings. Her phone rings. Goes to voicemail. And I'm like, this person was like online just a minute ago. What's going on here? I call again. I'm calling. The phone rings. It rings. Goes to voicemail again. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe third time is the charm. You know, maybe I need to try 3 times. It's either third time is the charm or 3 strikes and you're out. It rings. Voicemail again. Now I'm panicking. because I just received a message from a number that I don't know, right? And this tends to happen to me where people send me messages and I didn't give them my number, and it turns out that it's like a spam page, you know? And this message was just a simple, hey, nothing else. Okay, fine. I'm like, okay, maybe she can't answer her phone calls. So let me try calling her on WhatsApp instead. Voice call on WhatsApp. It rings. It keeps ringing. It keeps saying ringing. It doesn't say connecting. It keeps ringing. I'm like, no man. Okay, maybe let me try a video call. Maybe she'll answer a video call. Call her on a video call. It goes on. It doesn't get answered. Now I'm like, okay, let me try calling her on Instagram. I'm like, let me try calling her on Instagram and see maybe if she'll pick up. Maybe she's not using her phone. Maybe she's logged into Instagram on a separate device. Mind you, the time is like nearing 10:30. I still haven't like responded to this message. I call on Instagram. First video call on Instagram. Nothing. Voice call on Instagram. Nothing. I try calling her again on phone, by phone call. Nothing. No, I'm giving up. So I'm like, okay, let me try responding to this person. Maybe that's the person that she gave my number to. I pick up the phone, I go to WhatsApp, and then I respond with hey, with a smiley face, right? You know what? Give me a moment. Let me just double check before I continue with the story. They send me a message saying, hey. I respond with hi. They ask, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. Now, before I get into the text messages, right, the first thing that I noticed before I even opened the message was the country code. So if you don't know, the country code for South Africa is +27. I'm so sorry about the noise going on outside. I really hope that you can pick up what I'm saying. So my friend had told me that this individual was... Damn, these people are so loud. Okay, let me move you one more time. Okay, I hope the people are not as loud here. So my friend had told me that this individual was half British, half Nigerian, right? And that they were residing in London. I see the area code, it's not saying +27. The country code for that this person was using was +294.
Editing Cleo in your area, I actually made a mistake. It is not +294, it is +234. That is the country code that the person was using. I do not know where I got +294 from, and throughout this video I keep saying 294, but it is actually 234. So please keep in mind that it is not +294, it is +234. Okay, back to the video.
I go to Google, right? I'm like, what country uses the code +294? Expecting England to pop up. I press search, it said Nigeria. And I was like, okay, maybe, just maybe, this person was still using their Nigerian number, but they were residing in England. Hold on. We moved once more, and hopefully this is not going to pick up the noise going on outside, because I really want to continue with this story time. So fine, I searched up the area code, right? Expecting, a little England to pop up. Nigeria. I start making excuses, right? Like, okay, maybe this person is still using their Nigerian number, but they live in London. I'm like, okay, fine, let me give them a little chance. Let's see. My friend, mind you, has still not responded or confirmed whether or not this is the real deal. This is the person that I'm texting. Oh, and my friend did tell me the name of the person. She said that the person was Steph. Now, I am on WhatsApp, right? I'm conversating with this person, like we're doing a little small talk. They ask me who I am, I tell them who I am. I ask them who they are, they tell me who they are. They ask me to send pictures, right? And I'm like, okay. I got a little bit iffy, right? Because first of all, while I was talking to this person on the phone, on the WhatsApp under their name, it kept showing business account. Instead of saying online, it kept showing business account. And I was like, what's going on here? I click on the person's profile and it doesn't show, like usually when it's a business WhatsApp account, it shows a little description of what the business is and how they operate, right? Based on what the business chooses to add there. It doesn't show anything of that nature. So I'm like, okay, maybe this person does not operate a retail business or something like that. I find. Now, it kept on. That was the second red flag. Firstly, the country code that was saying Nigeria instead of England, right? And then secondly, the part that kept on showing business account, because me personally, I don't like having personal conversations with business accounts. But I'm like, okay, maybe this person is using their personal number as a business number as well. So I'm like, okay, let me give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, they asked for pictures, right? I sent pictures, even though I was like, okay, I don't feel comfortable just sending pictures to strangers, but I was like, you know what, let me just take pictures that I've already uploaded on my Instagram, but like take them from the pictures that are on my gallery so that they are on the usual gallery ratio, which is 3:4. I select a couple of pictures, I send them, and then like they compliment me and whatnot, and then they compliment. There was one picture where I was wearing my crochet top and they were like, love the crochet top, and I was like surprised because what, they knew what crochet was. But I was like, okay, let me not get over myself, right? Then I asked them to send me pictures. Not only did this individual send me pictures, they sent me videos, right? And I was like, oh, okay, this person really is the person that they say they are. But me being the chronically online person that I am, who spends a huge chunk of time on Instagram, just check out my screen time right there. And I've been chronically online on Instagram specifically for the past 5 years. So I started to notice a couple of things from what this person had said. I noticed that all of the pictures were in 1:1 ratio. So if you don't know Instagram, most people, when they're posting pictures on Instagram, they prefer posting them in 1:1 aspect ratio to create that grid-like effect. So now I'm like, okay, that was the first thing that I noticed from those pictures. Secondly, I noticed that every single video that this person had sent had music over it. And this person had videos that were being taken of them, Exhibit A. Exhibit B. So from that, like, I was like, okay, maybe this person just decided to like go on their Instagram folder, on their gallery, and just select a few pictures and send them over. I find. So, mind you, like, I keep noticing these things, man. But I'm like, maybe this, what if that? I'm not sure, right? So now we just keep talking. Like, I compliment them as well, because that person looks good. Now comes the time where I was like, I think it was like around about 12 p.m. now. So I'm like, do you mind if we have a video call quickly just so we can like see each other, right? Because I'm not playing those games. Like, I'm not playing those games. I need to see the person that I'm talking to in a video call. They're like, I'm kind of tired right now and I have things planned. I have to go this place and that place and that place, right? And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Do you mind us having at least a voice call then? They accept. Fine. And then they are the ones that create the voice call, right? So when they call, I'm like, hello. They say hello. This individual had a very thick Nigerian accent. Like, really thick. Like, you know how when you lived in a place for so long that you speak like the people that have been there? Like, it's that Nigerian accent where you can tell that this person has been living there for a long time, or they grew up there and they spent a long time there. And I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, I was like, okay, my friend did mention that they are half Nigerian. So maybe they were staying with their Nigerian family in Nigeria. But then they recently moved to London, like in the past few years. So they still have that accent. And then we keep like talking on the voice call. At times I did find it difficult to pick up what he was saying because of his accent and his tone of voice, because he was speaking in a very low tone and he was speaking very fast. Mind you, I have at one point in my life had a teacher who had a very thick Congolese accent, and he also spoke fast, but I could understand him because over time, like, you get to like get used to a person's way of speaking. Also, I could see him speak, so I could read his lips while hearing what he was saying. So like, yeah, that made it a lot easier. This person, we were having a voice call, so it was a lot difficult to pick up what they were saying at times. So at times I would be like, excuse me, and whatnot, right? When I say that that voice call was so good, I was enjoying that voice call, like I'm not gonna lie. I think we spoke until 2:30. Like we were like getting to know each other, getting to know like what we're looking for out of this and see where it would lead. And they were like mentioning how they've been wanting to come to Cape Town and how my friend has been asking them to come to Cape Town or just South Africa in general. And I was like, yeah, and then like we talked about how my friend is, and I would agree every now and then. It was a very nice call, even though like I did have difficulty trying to hear what he was saying at times. For the most part, I heard most of what he was saying because like I could, as the call was going on, I got to like really understand what he was saying. Now we end the call, right? I felt good, right? I felt nice. I was like, yes, I finally did it. I'm finally talking to someone, with the hopes of getting further, right? In terms of like, okay, maybe this might turn into a long-term relationship. Maybe this might turn into a full-time relationship. Like basically, the whole basis of us meeting was for it to end in a relationship, right? And me personally, I'm not that open to a relationship, but this time I was like open. I was like, okay, maybe this is it, right? And another thing that I noticed about this person was that they spoke a lot about their achievements and things that they are able to do for their partner. They mentioned that at one point they took their girlfriend to Turkey, or was it Greece? Between the two countries. And they've mentioned that they go all out for their partner, and they've mentioned that they were opening a store in Paris, which was another red flag for me, because how is it that no one knows who you are? Not a lot of people know who you are, but you're opening a store in Paris. You're living in London, but you're opening a store in Paris, right? He didn't mention anything about having a London store or any of that, right? He just mentioned that he does business and that he had someone to go to. We end the call, move on. Another thing that I did, right, because I was like very opportunistic about this, I looked at the time difference between Johannesburg and London, and it turns out that we are an hour ahead. So I kept that in mind. So it's the next day, it's Sunday, we talk again and like it's cute and whatnot. And then I had told them that when I text a person, I tend to text with pictures. So kind of like Snapchat, where like you take a picture and then like you write a caption. So now they asked me, have you eaten yet? I think the time was like 2-3 p.m. They asked me, have you eaten yet? And I was like, no, I haven't eaten yet. And they were like, you need to go and eat. Like, you need to get up and you just have something to eat. At the back of my mind, because of what he had said, like, I spoil my girl, like, I make sure that my girl gets everything that they need. I was expecting him to be on some, okay, you know what? Send me your PayPal details. I will send you the money. You go and buy us all something to eat. But at the same time, I was like, okay, this person, we've only known each other for a day. I should not be expecting that much. But like, from the talk that they were talking, guys, you cannot blame me for having that kind of like expectation. So I took like 20 minutes or 30 minutes later, I made myself a sandwich, right? When I do that Snapchat thing, I'll put the screenshot thing showing him that I made the sandwich and whatnot. Mind you, the night before, he had said that he was going to go to Paris the following day. I asked him, have you gone to Paris yet? Or no, I was like, have you gone to France yet? And he was like, not yet, he's going in the evening. And I was like, okay, makes sense. And then we don't talk. I wish him well on his travels, and then like we don't talk the entire time. Now it is, I think, 10 p.m. I sent him a message saying that I will be able to talk continuing from I will be able to talk to him because I want to sleep early so that I can start my day early and start studying early. And I also said, I hope you traveled safe going to Paris and whatnot. And then they sent a message saying that they've gotten back from Paris. Now I start calculating. I was like, okay, he said that he would go in the evening, which means around about 6-7 p.m. Then I don't know how long a flight is to Paris from London. Let's just say maybe like 1 hour 30 minutes. I started calculating the time. Mind you, the time that I texted him, it was like 2:10. Like it was like after 9:30. And I started calculating the time back from Paris to London. And I started thinking to myself, this person went to Paris to spend less than 30 minutes. No, less than an hour. And I was like, ain't no ways, not even the billionaires of the billionaires would just go to Paris to spend a few hours. At least they would sleep there for a night and then maybe leave the following day. I was like, something is not right here. Something is not adding up. Fine, I play along, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and sleep now. Good night. Then they say good night. I put my phone down, put it there on the bedside, lights are off. I'm already in my blankets. I'm already, like, my head is meeting the pillow. Now I'm sitting in my bed. No, I'm laying in my bed. And I'm like thinking, no man, something is not right about this whole situation. Something is not adding up about this whole situation. And then, like, my friend had told me that this guy is Steph, right? So my genius ass went to Instagram. I was like, anyway, I need to see this person. I need to see this person, right? I go to Instagram, I search on the search bar, right? I search in Steph, right? A lot of Stephs start popping up. Mind you, I'm on my spam account, right? Like my troll account. Well, not really troll account, my personal Instagram account, right? I searched for this person's name. Luckily, they were the third person to pop up. Since this person had mentioned that they were going to Paris, mind you, it was like Halloween weekend. They were like going to Paris, right? So I expected, because of, you know, the pictures that this person had sent in the videos, that there would be at least a story mentioning him going to Paris or like being at Paris or anything like that. I go to this Steph's account, I open it, I check out their story. Nothing about landing in Paris, nothing about leaving the airport. Mind you, this person is an influencer, right? And one thing about influencers, regardless of whether you're a male or a female, they post about where they're going or where they are or what's happening, at least one story. Nothing about France. Now I'm curious, because this person lied about going to Paris, right? The person that I was texting lied about going to Paris. Let's call him Stephen, the person that lied about going to Paris. The person that I was texting is Stephen, right? I saved him as Stephen, and then the actual person, let's call him Steph. Now Stephen had said that he'd going to Paris. I'm like, okay, cool. I checked Steph's Instagram account, nothing about going to Paris on their story. Now I'm like, okay, I need to at least confirm that the voice that I heard on the voice call was the voice of the person who owns this Instagram account. I go to their highlights. I open their highlights. Mind you, like that deep voice that I heard does not match the person at all. Like it did not match. So I was like, okay, at least let's just confirm that this is the exact person. I start going through their stories. I am busy, I'm clicking, I'm looking at all the highlights. I finally find one where the guy is at least making a sound, but not really speaking, right? When I say that the voice in that IG highlight was not the voice that I heard the night before, I started putting two and two together. I started stalking this guy's page, I'm not gonna lie. I started stalking Steph's page. I find Steph's TikTok because in one of the videos that I was sent, there was a TikTok sound, like a sound that was specifically very popular on TikTok. I find the TikTok account. Every single post, every single caption is in French. Every single caption is in French. All of the hashtags are French hashtags. Now I'm starting to wonder in my head, who the hell is this person that I was texting? Who was I texting this entire time? But like, I was not curious enough to find out. I was like, you know what? I found a real person. And like on Sunday, I'd asked my friend, do you have Steph's Instagram account? And she was like, wait, let me ask for it from him. She didn't respond. And I was like, you know what, never mind, let me search for it myself. I searched for it and then I sent her a screenshot. I'm like, never mind, I found it. And then I screenshot and then I sent it to her. Now I'm texting my friend. It's like, what, 11 p.m. I'm texting my friend. I'm like, this guy is a catfish. And she didn't even ask any questions further. She's like, really? I was like, yeah, he's a catfish. He's very much a catfish. He's not who he says he is. And she's like, you know what, let me block him and his friend, because she was talking to Stephen's friend at the time. But I believe that she had seen Stephen's friend. Emphasis on I believe. After finding out everything that I need to find out, not only did I search for Steph on Instagram, I searched for Steph on TikTok, found him. Searched for Steph on YouTube just so I can hear his voice, hear him speak. Found him. Even though he himself did not have a YouTube channel, I found videos of him, right, and him speaking. Dude is a native French speaker. Steph is a native French speaker. And I was like, wow, good thing I found out about this early. After collecting all the evidence, I was screen recording, I was screenshotting, baby, I was keeping everything up. I did not even waste my time talking to this person ever again. I did not waste my time opening the Stephen chat and asking him who he really is. Block same time. I didn't bother. I didn't bother myself. And after that, I kept on thinking about the whole situation. I could have been catfished. I was going to be catfished into a long distance relationship. And I was like, hey, no way. That could never. That is just one thing that I vowed to myself I will never experience. No, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, that's the story. I haven't told this story to anyone except for the friend who put me in this predicament. But I don't really blame her, we're still good friends. After that, I just haven't really spoken to anyone with the hopes of a relationship at least. So yeah, that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope that I'll be able to bring more story times to you, because I just realized that a lot has happened this year that I haven't spoken about and that I could turn into story times. That's if you guys are interested. But if you did enjoy this video, please do consider liking and commenting how you would have handled the situation. Would you have confronted the catfisher or the catfish about the whole situation? I'm not a confrontational person, so I was like, you know what, let me just leave. It wasn't even that beneficial. I didn't get anything in return except for a good conversation at one time. Subscribe if you still haven't, and if you enjoyed the story, because I'm thinking of bringing back story times. I haven't done a story time in over a year, I believe, or almost a year. So yeah, this is something really nice, really cute. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.